I thank the gentlelady for yielding. And Madam Speaker, I rise in support of the rule and in strong support of the underlying bill, the Violence Against Women Act. Madam Speaker, for several years I had the great honor to serve on a board of my local domestic violence safe house, and I call it safe house. We didn't call it shelter. We called it a safe house. So I've personally seen women and children who so desperately needed that safe haven to escape from a cycle of violence. And throughout my service here in Congress, I've consistently fought to make certain that support is there for all of the safe houses across my district. Those women and all those victims of domestic violence who far too often suffer in silence need to know that they are not alone, that there are people who care. And today, this House is doing what we need to do by taking a stand in defense of those who face the danger of domestic violence by passing this reauthorization. I certainly applaud the author of the bill, Sandy Adams from Florida. Really, she's kept politics away from crafting this bill, and instead she's really focused squarely on protecting the victims of domestic violence. The bill that we are debating here today produces funding actually at the same level as what was passed by the Senate, but I think it allocates that funding in a way that better supports the victims of domestic violence. For instance, this bill doesn't make any special carve-outs for any particular victim groups because it protects everybody equally. It also includes outstanding revisions developed by listening to those involved in protecting victims from across the nation. It strengthens penalties for sexual assault and abuse. It improves federal stalking law. It helps young women in college by working to prevent violence on our campuses through improved education program, and it dramatically improves emergency and transitional housing services. As well, the Senate bill mirrors current law, which only mandates 40% of the funding in the DNA Analysis Backlog Elimination Act of 2000 to address a backlog of rape testing kits, which are required, quite frankly, to successfully prosecute rape cases. Our bill mandates that 75% of the funding be used for that purpose so that we can eliminate the backlog that exists and put rapists where they belong, and that's in prison. So, Madam Speaker, I urge all my colleagues to join me today in standing up for women in need and all victims of violence by supporting this outstanding legislation. I yield back.